You mentioned about Sister Ava. Are there any, you know, like we know Sister Ava about what we've seen and what we've heard, but you've had interactions with her, right? Planning and doing her show that she actually had, and you being in the southern region, you too, Brother Desmond.
Yes, sir.
So is there anything, like any experiences you've had with Sister Ava, any jewels that you, from being around her, that she shared, anything that you all can share so we can honor a service among us?
She, you mind? Yeah. She came down to Atlanta when she was doing the separation tour. And I got an opportunity to, I guess, to be in closed circuit. She defends the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I would say gloves off.
Oh, like this.
It's almost like bare knuckles, you know. And she has this, she had this kind of confidence. And when she defends the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, if you don't know her, you would almost say it's like mildly sarcastic, like whatever. Like when she's speaking about the enemy, you know. You know, she speaks with such great confidence of who he is and her defense of him, that she's not enamored with nothing the enemy has to say. That struck me. You know what I mean? I said, wow, she's a hedge. She's a defender of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So I've studied a lot of her sayings, you know, and what she has to offer. And she is really a good example of how it's written in the Provisional Constitution. Allow a woman to rise to her God-given talent. That's in our Constitution. You know, and a lot of people are not familiar with the Provisional Constitution, but when you read about that, you know, she's the epitome of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan being a secure man, in allowing her to rise to her God-given talent. And she, in turn, turned around and was a great defender of him. So that did a lot for my confidence. You know, when you ask me something about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, it's like almost like, it's like I'm going to war. But I'm trying to use words to not come off like that. But you know, when you know what you know, then you have to speak with confidence. You know what I mean? And so that's what she brought to the table, this kind of confidence where it just seems unyielding. If I'm at a choice of words. You have a confidence in him, and a confidence to defend him seemed unyielding to me. I was like, wow, you know, it's awe-inspiring. And coming from a woman, too, you know, it erases, you know, and it disabuses some of us that a woman can defend the Christ. Even if we read about it, you know, growing up in America, where there's still this degree and taint of male chauvinistic and, you know, misogynist behaviors that we have. And so by Allah raising her, you know, it dissolves, you know, all of that madness that a woman can't, you know, be in the glory of God.
You know, it's interesting because it was, I joined the nation in 1995, and started working with Dr. Ava in 1996.
Oh, wow.
A brother David at my mom's, he said, "We're gonna go to Philly with me. We're gonna meet with Brother Darius, and we're gonna start selling her products." Didn't think nothing of it. Drove to Philly, sold her product for 2 days, and for the next 15 years, I was calling back and forth to Brother Darius. Every city she was going to, different cities, I was sure sell her product. Savior's Day, 96, 97, 98, 99. I was at her vending table. So like the first 15 years, you know, we was family, but I was in contact with Brother Darius. And then when she started her show, you know, I would call in, you know, to be that random caller. And we used to be friends, you know, had 15 years already in selling your product. You know, I would just be at the table. Everybody like, "Oh, want the new?" I'm like, "Yeah, this what we got." I ain't have to sell nothing. I just stand at the table and y'all come get her products because everybody loves Sister Ava. But then when that one time she said, "Hey, I gotta go into this meeting. Can you run the show?" I'm like, "Okay." Then she said, "No, I want you to stay on the show now. Now I want you to stay on the show." And so now it's me and Sister Ava. Brother Darius, you know, still there, but he wasn't there. You know, she was calling me, we was having a conversation, talking about this. But the thing about that, Brother Desmond said, we used to always, me and Sister Rona, Sister Donna, we used to laugh at Sister Ava. And what I mean by laugh at her, because she's she's just so like, she's like really down to earth, real like real humble. Like when she's like something dumb, when she sees people, when she comes out, she's really like that. And when she starts teaching, she'll make good jokes. And she's such a black woman, because with her headpiece, she's always whipping her headpiece, right? And you know, fitting and whipping it. But when she gets to this point in her lecture about the minister, different
Shifts.
and we used to laugh about that. She would shift, and she would go off. She would go into this zone, even on the show, and she was like, "Oh, what? Why y'all?" And she realized that she's good. Like, y'all didn't stop me. And we're like, no, not at all. And she would go in. You felt the strength and the love that she has for the minister.
Right.
And it was unmatched. And I always remember, I think it was the Savior's Day, 28 years later, Malcolm X in part 2. You know that lecture she was at the Rock? And we will not tolerate
That's right. That's right.
And everybody, and then the minister comes out, classic. And that lecture just every time you want to get hype about the minister, that's the one. That's the one. But she used to do that all the time. Even like a testimony story of women, when she did that, when somebody asked about a question, she got upset. Like she ready to go. Like, I know you asked me to go. She was that. I mean, she literally was a defender of the minister. But she defended him so strong in truth. Like, there was no way, what angle you could come at her about him that she couldn't defend. So when you saw the lawsuit with her and Brother Harper, their relationship, all the lawsuits that was coming, she was a lawyer. She was a defender of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And she did not she didn't shy away from that. And I remember bringing her to the campus, literally in '97, driving to Atlanta, picking her up and driving back to North Carolina A&T and having her, you know, do a lecture. Just all the many years of working her, but she was always about the minister. And you could not say a word about him without her saying something about it.